Hoobledoop, Tiddlypeeps. I'm Hubba Hubba, talking to you from Hoobland. And I'm about to send 4 of my favourite Hoobs down to Earth to find out all about you for my great Hoobopedia. Here they come! You know who the Hoobs are?
Ivor!
Groove!
And Tula!
We're Hoobs! And they're ready to go.
Hey!
Now the wheels are turning, we can all get learning all the things we want to know.
Hey!
Hubba Hubba's in Hoobland, and Roma somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing, we keep the engine spinning. Hoop hoop hooray! The Hoobmobile is coming your way.
Oh, here we come!
Well, hey!
The Hoobs are here, so what do you say? Hoobs!
The Hoobs are... Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now then, what is that? Nice. Ah! You, who the... What the... Oh.
Where's Groove?
Oh, Ivor! You made me jump!
I'm sorry, Tula. I was just wondering where Groove was.
Here I am! I've been out collecting, but these cheeky Tiddlypeeps keep sneaking up behind me and then running away, like this.
Oh!
Yeah, I tell you, eh? Make me jump every time because I can't see them creeping up behind me.
You'd be able to see them if you walked backwards, Groove.
What, backwards? Like this, you mean?
Oh, dear. That's no good. Oh, dear. How can Groove see behind him when he's out collecting?
Tula, you've hit the question.
How can Groove see what's behind him when he's out collecting? That's an excellent question for Hoob News.
You're telling me, Hubba Hubba.
Now, it's Tiddlypeeps that got Groove jumping in the first place, so why don't you go and ask some of them?
That's a hoobacious idea, Hubba Hubba. Groove, why don't you go?
And I'll drive.
But I wanted to stay here and have a bit of a rest from all that jumping.
No, come on, come on.
Oh, she's got a grip on it. Oh.
We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know. The Tiddlypeeps, help us find things out. They give us clues, they tell us news, that's what they're all about. It's what they're all about. The Tiddlypeeps, if we need to know who, what, where, why, when, and how, we'll ask them, off we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Hoobledoop, Tiddlypeeps.
Hoobledoop, Groove.
Hey, do you want to do a hoobie hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Hoobledoop, Hoobledoop.
Woo, woo, woo.
What was that game you were playing?
It's called What's the Time, Mr. Wolf?
Oh, is there a wolf in here?
No, she just pretends to be the wolf. And we try to sneak up on her without her seeing us. And I try to catch them. Do you want to play?
Me? Oh, could I?
Of course, come on. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? It's 1 o'clock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's dinner time.
Oh, no, dinner time! You got me!
Did you enjoy that, Groove?
That's a hoobie groovy game. I best get back to the Hoobmobile now. Oh, dear. Hooble toodle doo! Mr. Wolf! Did you see that?
Yes, Groove. It looked hoobacious fun.
Yeah.
So hoobacious, I I think you completely forgot to find out how you can see behind you when you're out collecting.
No, I didn't. That Tiddlypeep gave me the answer. All I have to do is turn around every so often and check. It's easy. Look, I'll show you. I'll pretend I'm collecting, and Ivor, you try and sneak up on me.
Oh, right.
Okay, here we go. Excuse me.
Yes.
Collect, collect, collect. Collect, collect, collect. Collect, collect. Boom!
Oh!
You see? I got you. It's perfect. Boom! Ah! What happened there?
Well, Groove, your plan's fine, unless 2 Tiddlypeeps sneak up on you from different directions. You need to be able to see forwards and backwards at the same time.
Right. But how?
Hubba will know how. Hubba.
Oh, Hoobs, you made me jump. I was just looking something up in my Hoobie computer book. Now then, did the Tiddlypeeps give you an idea?
Sort of, Hubba. But it doesn't work if 2 Tiddlypeeps sneak up on you at the same time.
Well, never mind. Take a look at this story a Tiddlypeep sent into HoobNet. Maybe that'll help.
Melvin the monster loved to put on scary costumes to scare his mum. One day, he put her gloves on his ears and crept up behind her while she was making his lunch. Look at me! Grrr! Melvin, said his mum, I'm busy. I can't look now. I haven't got eyes in the back of my head. Next, he put a saucepan on his head and crawled up behind her while she was washing up. Look at me! Boo! Melvin, I'm busy. I can't look now. I haven't got eyes in the back of my head. You never have time to look at me, sighed Melvin sadly. So his mum decided to visit Murray the Monster Maker. He gave grown-up monsters all the things that made them scary, like big teeth and sharp claws. And Melvin's mum knew exactly what she wanted. That night, Melvin put his dad's old slippers on his hands and crept up behind her while she was dusting. Look at me! Woo! He cried. And suddenly, a pair of eyes opened and looked at him right out of the back of his mum's head. You looked! Cried Melvin. Yes, laughed his mum. Now I can do all the things that I need to do, but look at you at the same time because I have eyes in the back of my head. And from that day on, she never stopped looking at him.
Eyes in the back of your head. Hoobie groovy. That would mean you could see forwards and backwards at the same time. I have to get another pair of eyes. But how?
How?
Here's how.
Hey?
Turn round, Groove. Right, Ivor, could you tie me to Groove?
Oh, if you're sure. Come on then, I'll put it round here.
Careful.
Right.
So, why are we doing this exactly? I mean, it's very nice being tied to your Tula, but...
You'll see, Groove.
Right, there you are.
Hoobie groovy. Now what?
Oh, now, Groove, you do have eyes in the back of your head. My eyes.
Yeah.
Herbaceous! We've answered the question. The way for Groove to see behind him when he's out collecting is to tie you to him.
How Hoobie groovy is that, eh? Right, let's pretend I'm out collecting. Collect. I'll just see something I want to collect. That, for instance.
Whoa! Oh, no, Groove, put me down. Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, Tula. Right, off we go again.
No, wait, no. This isn't going to work. No. No!
Why not?
I can't spend half the day with my legs in the air.
Tula.
Untie us.
So what are we going to do now?
Roma.
Maybe Roma will know, Groove.
Hoobs.
Hoobledoop, Roma.
Hubba Hubba tells me you're trying to find out about things behind you.
That's right, Roma.
Well, Groove, look what's behind me. I've come here to Mount Rushmore.
Am I imagining things, Roma? Or are there 4 huge peep heads on the side of that mountain?
You're not, Ivor. They're really there. A peep spent about 15 years carving them into the mountainside. Fantabby hooby, eh? It feels rather like having 4 enormous peeps looking over your shoulder.
It must be hoobly groobly to be there, Roma.
It certainly is, Tula. I've taken some pictures of it with this camera. They're very nice. But what I really want is a picture of myself standing in front of Mount Rushmore so that I can show everyone back in Hoobland that I was here.
Who's going to take the picture, Roma?
Well, that's the problem, Ivor. I've come here alone, and there's no one else around to take the picture for me. So I'm going to have to try and take it on my own. Here goes.
Oh.
Wait a minute, Hoobs. Wait a minute. There! You see? Now it looks like 4 enormous peeps are standing behind me. Aren't these instant cameras hoobacious? In fact, I like them so much that I've sent you one.
Oh, thanks, Roma.
That's quite all right, Groove. Well, I've got to be off now. This is Roma Hoob, feeling rather small. Hooble-toodle-doo.
Hooble-toodle-doo.
Now, I wonder when the next bus is due.
That must be the camera now.
I'm not quite sure I understand how the camera's going to work, Ivor.
Well, you see...
I know how it'll work. If you take pictures over your shoulder, Groove, you'll see what's behind you, just like Roma did.
Oh, that's a hoobie groovy idea. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, it's very modern. Okay, Tula, you pretend to be a Tiddly Peep and sneak up behind me.
Right, here goes.
Ah! Oh, wait, Tula, wait.
What happened?
Oh, well, I can see Tula now in the photo, but when she went boo, the picture wasn't ready.
Oh.
This camera was a good idea, Tula, but it's too slow. I'm never going to be able to catch those Tiddly Peeps out, ever.
Yes, you are, Groove. We'll ask someone for help.
But who?
I know who. Hubba Hubba.
Oh. Where is he? Hubba Hubba!
Hooble-doop, Hoobs. I was just trying to mend my Hoobie computer. Anyway, I've been having a bit of a root-about on HoobNet. Take a look at what I've found. Let's have a look at what we've got here, Hoobs. All sorts of different things being reflected in the water. Look at that boat, and an island and some trees, and a bridge. Aren't these reflections in the water fantabby hooby?
Reflections? How's that going to help Groove to see what's behind him?
Yeah, the only water we've got is in the hoobie pond up on the roof garden.
Well, let's go up there. Maybe looking into the pond will help you see behind you, Groove. You never know. Our pond is hoobacious, so pretty, so bright. It sparkles and gleams in the dancing sunlight.
And look what's reflected. Look what we can see. There's Groove, green and grinning. There's you and there's me.
There are
are some trees and the blue of the sky, and way up in that blue there are birds flying high.
But wait, oh good gracious, of course, goodness me. Our pond's not just Hoobacious, it's the answer, you see. We looked at the pond, but the sky's what we found. Oh Hoobs, we saw up, even though we looked down.
Around our pond to stroll and peer at all the sights. I look into the water and I see the dizzy heights. I'll say it so proudly, I'll shout it out loud. I'm looking down at water, but I'm seeing a cloud.
Reflections, reflections from our pond they rebound.
I can see what's behind me without turning around. What a Hoob needs with him when he collects is a pond full of water that clearly reflects.
That clearly reflects. Trouble is, in a pond you can only see what's above you because you're looking down.
Yeah.
If you wanted to see what was behind you, you'd have to tilt the pond up in front of you. Then all the water would fall out.
Wait a minute. There's something else you can see a reflection in.
There is?
Yes, a mirror. Sure we've got one somewhere.
Oh, but where?
My collection of shiny square things, that's where. Who'd be groovy. I never thought of using a mirror to look behind me, only to look at myself.
Well, yes, Groove, you are a fine figure of a Hoob, but don't you think we should test this out?
What? Oh, yes, right, okay. Ivor, Tula, you try and sneak up on me. Let's go. See you!
Galooby, that's it, we've done it.
Wait a minute.
What?
Well, if I hold up this mirror the whole time, then my paws aren't free for collecting, are they?
Oh no, I suppose not. Oh, Hooby bother and Hooby blow. What are we going to do? It's almost time for Hoob News.
We could ask Hubba Hubba.
No, Tula, he's busy fixing his computer. We don't want to make him jump again.
Right, so what would he suggest?
A visit to the Tiddlypeeps.
Off you go, Groove. Come on.
Hey? Oh, right, yes. I need to know how I can see behind me. I need to know now. Yeah.
I'll drive you there. Oh.
And I'll stay here and, oh, not bad.
Seatbelt, Ivor.
Yes?
We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps.
We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know. The Tiddlypeeps, help us find things out. They give us clues, they tell us news, that's what they're all about. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know.
Hoobledoop, Tiddlypee.
Hoobledoop, Groove.
I'm glad I saw you, otherwise you might have made me jump.
What do you mean, Groove?
Well, I've been playing a game with some other Tiddlypeeps. They sneak up on me and they go, boo! I need some way of seeing behind me.
This is what you need.
What, a bike? How's that going to help me?
Not the bike, the mirrors on the bike. I need to see what's behind me too when I'm cycling.
Oh, right. Well, the thing is, I've tried a mirror and I could see behind me all right, but then my paws weren't free for collecting.
But look, Groove, I'm not holding my mirrors either.
Of course, yeah, because you need your hands free to hold onto the handlebars. Yeah.
These wing mirrors are attached to my bike instead.
Oh, wing mirrors. Wing mirrors. Hooby galooby. That is brilliant. I'm going to get back to the Hoobermobile right now and get myself some wing mirrors. Hooble toodle doo.
Hooble toodle doo.
Oh, gracious! Wing mirrors!
Ivor, I'm just nipping next door for a minute.
But Tula, Hoob News.
Oh, I won't be a minute, don't worry.
Wing mirrors, Hooby groovy, eh? What I need to do now is attach some mirrors to myself somehow. But how?
How? Oh, how? How? Oh, how? Oh, how? 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 Oh, how? Oh, how?
There's how.
Tula, this is the hoobiest, grooviest thing I've ever seen. Thank you so much. Do you know, it deserves a big hooble digger.
Oh.
Hooble, hooble, digger, 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 digger.
Groove,
Tight.
Tula, it's time for Hoob News. Now?
All right.
I might just sneak up on you, tap you once and then go boo, and you will not have a clue 'twas me went boo, my darling.
Now I'm behind you, what'll you do?
Someone's behind you, but who?
You'll wish you checked in your rear view when I go boo, my darling.
I'm gonna make you jump, it's true, and when this scary boo is through, you're gonna wanna make me jump too by shouting boo, my darling. It's my turn to pounce on you, your jumping days are surely due. You know just what I will do.
Boo, 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 my darling.
Boo, boo,
Boo, my darling.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. Hooby Galooby, where is he now?
Boo! Got you this time, Hoobs. Now, are you ready with your Hoob News for my great Hoobopedia?
Yes, we are, Hubba Hubba.
Then take it away.
Hooble-doop whoop to all you Hoobs out there. Welcome to Hoob News, the new show for Hoobs everywhere. I'm Ivor,
I'm Tula.
And I'm Groove.
and today we've been asking the question...
How can Groove see what's behind him when he's out collecting?
First, I went to see some Tiddlypeeps who showed me that I could just turn around.
But that only works if there aren't two Tiddlypeeps sneaking up on you.
Then we saw a story about a monster with eyes in the back of her head.
So Ivor strapped Tula to me so she could be the eyes in the back of my head.
But I couldn't go out collecting with Groove all the time.
No, so that was no good.
Then Roma showed us how you can use a camera to take pictures of what's behind you.
But the pictures took too long to appear, and I booed Groove again.
Then Hubba Hubba showed us some pictures of things reflected in water.
Which made us think that a mirror might be the answer.
But then Groove's paws weren't free for collecting.
But the Tiddlypeeps showed me something hooby groovy. Wing mirrors! Which means that now I can see behind me when I'm out collecting. Hooble toodle doo!
Huh?
Oh, where's he gone?
You know who the Hoops are. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Caught you that time, didn't I, eh? Caught you!
Hubba Hubba's in Hoobland, and Roma somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing,
We keep the engine spinning.
hoop hoop hooray!
The Hoobmobile is coming your way.
Oh, here we come!